In today's Money Watch, we're talking about Social Security as that system is celebrating its 91st anniversary.
The Social Security Act was signed into law on August 14th, 1935 by President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Today, the administration sends out about 75 million payments each month, totaling $1.6 trillion a year. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us now. Good morning, Jill. Many people, of course, rely on Social Security payments. Explain how the math works here.
Well, Social Security is a pay-as-you-go system, and that means that money that comes out of your paycheck, you'll see that FICA line item, that is actually going out to someone who's already retired and claimed. Now, there was a period of time where we had more workers than retirees. And during that time, there was excess money that built up in the Social Security system. It was kept in what is called the Social Security Trust Fund. So we had extra money there. Great, right? Then the massive baby boomer generation retired. More people were claiming benefits then, and those benefits exceeded the amount of money that working people were paying into the system. So what did the government do? They said, hey, great, we've got this extra trust built up. We'll tap the trust, pay out the benefits. So the issue is every year the trustees give us a report. In June, we learned that the Social Security Trust Fund is likely to be depleted in 7 short years by 2033, unless Congress acts to beef it up.
All right, so what happens then in 2033?
I have to be clear. The system does not go broke. That's not what happens. What happens is payroll taxes keep coming in, benefits keep going out. But if you look at 2033, the amount of money coming in would only cover about 78% of promised benefits, meaning that if you were receiving a Social Security check of $2,000, in 2033, the fund is depleted. That $2,000 check would be reduced by $440, that 22%. So you'd go from $2,000 to $1,560. Here's the issue. Social Security has a legal structure that mandates that when that trust is depleted, there will be across-the-board cuts to all current retirees and future benefits. That is regardless of income or need. That all presumes that if Congress doesn't act, that's what would happen. Congress can change this. They can change the formulas, and they can fix the system. So far, they haven't.
All right, retirees don't have much say in this other than maybe calling their Congress people. But what advice do you have for those who are nearing retirement?
I think the general advice is to make sure you go to SSA.gov, you create an account, and there you can estimate your benefits. And there are 3 main ages to keep in mind. It's 62, 67, and 70. You can claim your benefits as early as age 62, but if you do that, you get a permanent reduction. And that's before any future reductions. And that could be as much as 25%. That's not great. I mean, so the people who claim early just have to know I'm getting less money, which can hurt you. It could also hurt a non-working spouse who's claiming on your record. If possible, if your health is good, you wait until your full retirement age. That's 67 for anyone born after 1960. Every year or month that you wait until 67, that'll increase your benefit amount. And you max out at age 70, and you wait until age 70, if you can afford to do so, it increases your benefits by up to 8% a year. That's a lot. And of course, Social Security benefits, they're adjusted for inflation every year. So the higher the benefit, the better that's going to look for you. So in sum, Social Security not going broke. Do call your Congress people and make sure that you try to claim as late as possible.
I know. Like you said, though, the disclaimer is if you can, go as late as possible.
Right.
Jill, thank you so much.
If
I appreciate,
you can.
you know, if you can. That's always the caveat. We appreciate you, and you can always see Jill and more of her money tips on CBS Mornings.